Hey, it's Game Hydro with another Lands of Jail video. We're going to talk about how to farm for all the resources in the game and all the resources that you'll ever need. Cash, food, wood, steel, and gasoline. You need resources in order to do pretty much anything in this game, but especially construction. And they run out way too fast to the point where even the items in your bag aren't enough to give you more resources. So, we're going to talk about how to get more resources very, very fast. All right. So, obviously, the main ways to collect resources, I'm not going to run too much over those, are collecting them by just letting them build up from your resource buildings. But there's plenty of other ways to do it. So, go over to where you see over here is the lectern and force labor. Use the warden command. It will increase the productivity rate for 1 day by 2,000% for all of the resources. Now, before you do this, make sure that your prisoners are happy and your prisoners are taken care of, because all their happiness metrics will drop for that day. So prisoner life metrics up here to tap the prisoner count to get there. You got the dietary condition, hygiene condition, physical status, obedience, fun, and comfort. So you're a very caring prison warden in this game. Probably far more so than actual wardens in real life prisons. No offense if you're a prison warden, I guess. Unless you're a prison warden that, trades money for labor. Or something like that. Anyways, use forced labor to skyrocket the amount of resources you get. And to make your prisoners happy, be sure to you can use lecture for obedience, health, and hygiene. You can use music for comfort, fun, and hunger. And then, let's see, the resource subsidy, which yields more resources without detriment to the prisoners. All right. None of those other ones fit. So we're going to go over elsewhere. Go to the police car area, and you can claim continuous arrest earnings. And you can see the hourly rate of earnings for each of the different resources here. So, as well as how much total you would earn if you hit the claim button. The higher the arrest level that you're at, the more resources of all kinds you'll earn per hour. Also, you can earn somewhat small amounts of resources by doing the arrests themselves. So, go to the arrest area, and if you're, make sure you're powerful enough to beat the next guy in line. Quick deploy, and make sure that auto next is turned on. Leave your phone on active. Turn the screen sleep off, and you won't have to deal with resources, or you won't have to deal with your screen going to sleep. You'll just continue going through level after level until you get to a level that you cannot beat. More ways to farm for resources. Out in the field area, there's plenty of different ways to do it. You got specific resource buildings like abandoned steel mills and abandoned refineries, as well as abandoned farms and things like that. You got arrest operations that you can do. As you can see, those yield you resources and generally are pretty easy and go pretty quickly. Look around for fugitives to try and capture. The higher the level, the more resources that you can earn. Fugitives of all different types can do that. Alliance sawmill, don't worry about that. Out here, you got your bosses that you can rally your alliance for. Now, if you do a successful rally and you beat Casimir the Destroyer and other similar bosses, you'll earn plenty of resources. Even the level 1 fugitives can earn you quite a few resources, so those are pretty nice. Other ways to earn resources: you can go to the shop. You can let's see. Can you purchase them? You can purchase experience. And in the diamond shop, you can purchase experience, but not the main resources. So that's why resources are so hard to get in this game. Let's see what other methods we got. This doesn't really earn you resources other than experience, but it is good for earning experience and shards, which can power you up, which can allow you to beat tougher opponents. Couple more ways also to earn more resources. One of them is to go to the quest menu down at the bottom left corner of the screen. So tap the icon to the left of the quest that's showing. From there, not only do the chapter tasks earn you resources, as well as passing the chapters, and you can do quests that aren't the main quest, but also go to the development test quest. Many of them earn resources, like this one earns you experience, cash, food, and wood from the fugitives one. And then from the daily tasks, you can also earn some resources. The Alliance Assistance one, for example, other stuff that's similar, actually earns you a pretty good amount of resources. And then they also fill the bar at the top of the daily task screen, which some of these boxes can also earn you resources. Food, wood, steel, gasoline. Also, take advantage of being in an alliance. While you cannot get resources directly from the alliance shop, you can hit the territory button. There's bonuses, there's major resource bonuses to be had there. That would require the Alliance HQ to be built, and you would need to move your prison into Alliance territory. So make sure that you're part of a good alliance that you don't want to give up before you do all this moving around. But once you do, you'll get some bonuses, including, of course, resource bonuses. Finally, another good, excellent way to earn resources, actually. Now, if you got a shield over your prison, you don't really want to do this. By the way, there's weird magical enemies like bulls that you can fight. Dang, that actually earns a ton of resources for fighting the bull. But you got to rally. If you want to rally effectively, make sure that you're in an active alliance and make sure that you do the rally at the busiest part of the day when the most people are playing. So this will probably be afternoon and evening time. All right. Find another player. Now, ideally, you want it to be another player who is not already part of an alliance, because you could end up accidentally sparking off a war with an alliance. Here's a good example right here. This dude doesn't have an alliance, so we're going to scout them. And that'll take 7 seconds. Once the scouting is done, then we'll be able to look at the report and see exactly what they have, what their resistance is. They have quite a few resources and 0 total soldiers. So you want to find players without a ton of resources. I mean, with a ton of resources and without a ton of resistance. That way, when you attack them, I'm going to attack this dude because he's clearly abandoned his prison. Matter of fact, if you can find players that have abandoned the game, they tend to be excellent resource factories. So we're going to send that attack out. In the meantime, this is Game Hydro. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. And check out our other Lands of Jail videos. I think our tips are at least somewhat useful. Maybe you will think the same.